Hey everybody, welcome back to CineFlex. My name is Manny. In this video today is going to be a solo video for me. I'm going to be reviewing or giving you guys my thoughts on El Camino that just released on Netflix. My colleague Juan has not seen it, nor has he seen any Breaking Bad. So, yeah, you guys can try to get him to watch it in the comments below. Let him know he needs to watch it. Just give a warning out, spoiler warning. I'm going to be talking about a few details. Not giving away too much, but just I want to be able to say what express myself about the movie a little bit more. So it starts off with the flashback. And at the start of the movie, you see Jesse and Mike. And at first I thought, oh, wait. Is Mike still alive? Because that would be great. That'd be awesome. I mean, you get to see Jesse and he looks a little bit older, but you kind of know that maybe it's the present. But then you see his car in the back, his old little hatchback little car. And we know it's a flashback. I remember going into this, watching the trailer, and thinking to myself, just people they theorize about the movie. And I didn't know where it was gonna go. I mean, I knew it was gonna be Jesse's tale after what happened, um, the whole events after Walter saves him, and we get to see him drive off, and he's like laughing and crying of happiness. But we don't get to see. We don't. I mean, we get to figure out. It's left to ourselves to figure out what happens to him. After watching the trailer, I started theorizing about what's this movie going to be about. Is it going to be about him still continuing the business in some ways? Because we do see him in the trailer with a gun, and he's like face to face with somebody else on the other side of the room, and you hear a voice, and I remember people thinking that or speculating that it was Walter White's voice, and then people started theorizing that maybe it was Walter White's. Walter White's in his head, and he's just giving him ideas, and not ideas, but giving him suggestions and stuff. Just him being more schizophrenic or something like that. It was a whole big theories that there were a lot going on. So what I liked about what this movie did was, it brought me back to what Breaking Bad was about, and it's more a realistic story about what would happen in Jesse's case. And yeah, he jumps right to where he left off. He's driving away, and right away he sees the cops coming, and we're like, oh shit, he's in trouble. And as the movie progresses, I like how it felt that it was a personal story for Jesse Pinkman. It was totally his story. We don't get to see any flashes to anybody, like in Walter White's family, Skyler, and all that's disconnected in a way where the movie doesn't focus on that. It just focuses on Jesse and how he deals with everything. So we get flashbacks that Jesse has with Todd, and Todd was. I'll agree that he was a garbage of a person, but as a character, I think it just works the way. I mean, you hate him, but for me, I enjoyed a lot of the scenes that he's in. I know he's weird and crazy, but you just want to punch him in the face. But with Todd, Jesse's flashbacks with Todd, they were just great. There was tension there, and there was, because Jesse in any second he can just hurt Todd and get away. But he doesn't. But you do see him with a gun, and he's about to do it. But then I guess in his head, he's just thinking of Brock, and he doesn't want Brock to get hurt after his mom got shot. So we do see Jesse contemplate on it, and that's why he starts crying and gives the gun back to Todd. The whole movie just feels more personal. It's a nice personal story for Jesse, and he gets in contact with I forgot his name in the show. I don't think his name is even mentioned, but Robert Forrester. Who passed away on Friday, the day the movie premiered. But we get to see him and try to give Jesse the deal to pretty much put him in witness protection, but the streets way, or I don't know, the not the federal government way, but just this guy's way. And he charges him for the first visit and not for the second visit. So he needs to come up with $250,000, and he's like 1,800 short. So he goes to rob the guys who were in charge of the building the cage and the machine that I don't know if they built the cage, but they built the machine that he used when he was forced to or enslaved to cooking the meth. So that was a good payback. I mean, it's nice that he gets some sort of payback in the story, because in the first when the show ends, he does get to kill Todd, and not because of these flashbacks that we get with Todd. It services more than after he killed Todd in the show. It just feels a lot more satisfying that he kills him in that way. But he does end up getting more payback with the people that build that machine or built that equipment, and and after that, he gets all the money he needs, and he goes to back to Robert Forster, and we get this nice another little flashback scene with him and Jane, and they were talking about going away and stuff like that, and because that was their plan, they were gonna go away and live their life on their own, and before she died in the, I don't know, the hands of Walter, but in the eyes of Walter, right next to him. So yeah, he goes off to Alaska, and then in that point, he's finally at peace after everything that Walter White, or ever since he met Walter White, everything he's been through. Even before that, I mean, he was in the meth business too, but his life was always in shambles with his family, with his relationships, and then after meeting Walter White, everything just goes totally upside down for his life. I mean, he had to kill people, and the stuff he had to do for money was beyond anyone's comprehension to try to get at. Yeah, but in the end, overall, I thought it was a great story, a great add-in to the Breaking Bad series. Now we get a satisfying ending we now know what exactly happens to Jesse. In terms of with Breaking Bad, in terms of quality, I think it's up there. It's with the same quality as Breaking Bad. As far as something that I would want to see again, I would always want to rewatch Breaking Bad. I wouldn't necessarily need to rewatch this after watching the Breaking Bad show. Maybe once or twice more, but it was at the most maybe if I'm in the mood. But I would always be in the mood for Breaking Bad. But yeah, in the end, it's a nice added touch now that we have in the back of our head, and we now know how Jesse's life ends. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed El Camino, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. If you guys think it holds up with Breaking Bad, if it doesn't, let me know why in the comments below. And yeah, as always, check out our other videos. See ya.